Some homes carry decades of memories, and with that, a certain weight that you might not even notice at first. It's not about mess or clutter, it's the quiet pull of years lived fully, the china you've treasured, the albums and letters tucked away, the little things that hold stories from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Each of these items is meaningful, yet together they can make everyday movements feel heavier, and even the simplest routines a little more tiring. But it doesn't have to be this way. There are gentle ways to let your home move with you, to honor every memory while creating more ease, calm, and flow in your daily life. The most freeing adjustments aren't about getting rid of things. They're about small, thoughtful choices that help your space support you, rather than hold you back. Imagine your home not just as it was, but as it could be, a place that embraces independence, nurtures calm, and makes every day feel lighter. If this resonates, tap like and subscribe. It helps other seniors discover ways to live more comfortably in their own homes. Have you ever noticed that quiet weight in your own space? Sometimes the smallest shifts can make a world of difference, letting you move, rest, and enjoy your home exactly as it is, with dignity and ease. Tip 1. Move freely through your space. Have you ever walked through a familiar room and noticed, almost without thinking, that a chair or table seems to be in just the wrong spot? Maybe it's been there for decades, part of your life, something you've grown used to and love. Yet each time you move past it, there's a subtle shift in how you walk, a moment of tension, a tiny hesitation. You might brush it off, thinking it's just part of moving through an older home, but over the course of a day, those small movements add up. It's not about the furniture or losing the memories it holds. It's about how your home interacts with you. Even cherished spaces can slow us down in ways we don't notice. A few thoughtful adjustments can make all the difference. Imagine your daily paths, the kitchen to the living room, your favorite chair to the window, or from the bedroom to the hallway. These small journeys happen dozens of times a day. Over the years, as we collect treasures and keepsakes, these paths can become subtly constrained. It isn't clutter or mess, but the accumulation of life itself creating pinch points. That hesitation you feel when sidestepping a chair or ducking around a table isn't a failure. It's a sign your home could work more with your movements instead of against them. Making your space flow better doesn't mean discarding memories or drastically rearranging your rooms. Shifting a chair a few inches to widen a walkway, or turning a small table so it no longer intrudes into your path, can create remarkable ease. Sometimes it's about angles rather than distance. Rotate a piece slightly, move a lamp a little, and suddenly the space feels lighter and more breathable. It's about anticipating your natural movement and helping your home respond, rather than forcing yourself to adapt constantly. When you make these small shifts, you'll notice more than just physical ease. Your mornings may feel smoother. You'll move with quiet confidence, free from hesitations that subtly drain energy. Your mind can relax because your home isn't resisting you at every turn. There's a mental calm from knowing your space is supportive, honoring your pace and independence. These adjustments also have a ripple effect. Clearer pathways invite a sense of flow into daily routines. Reaching for items, walking from room to room, even standing in a favorite corner, all these actions become lighter and easier. You preserve the essence of your home, the memories, cherished furniture, and objects, while reducing the quiet friction that can make moving through life feel heavier. Take a moment to notice your everyday paths. Where do you feel a tiny pinch, a subtle hesitation, a slight squeeze? Could shifting a chair, nudging a table, or adjusting an angle make that journey smoother? Even minor adjustments can have a profound impact, helping your home move with you rather than holding you back. By allowing your space to flow, you create an environment that supports independence, respects your memories, and makes daily life feel lighter and more graceful. Could one small shift in furniture make your mornings feel lighter? Subtle changes like these can turn ordinary routines into moments of ease, transforming your home into a space that fully supports you every day. Tip 2. Keep daily essentials within reach. What if the items you use every day, the things that make your routine smooth, were always within easy reach, never more than a comfortable stretch away? It's a subtle change that can make ordinary moments feel calm, effortless, and dignified. Every time you reach up for a mug or bend down for a kettle, those small movements quietly add up over the day. Gail often finds herself stretching for her favorite mug on the top shelf and bending low for the kettle. She loves her kitchen and the rituals of tea, but notices how these tiny motions can leave her subtly tired. It's not about ability, it's about ease, flow, and thoughtful placement. Even small adjustments can create a surprising sense of comfort and confidence throughout the day, making routines feel lighter and more enjoyable, and leaving more energy for moments of reflection, relaxation, or a quiet hobby that brings pleasure and calm. Imagine adjusting your home so the objects you use most often are at eye level or within comfortable reach. Everyday items, coffee mug, kettle, utensils, favorite snack, can be positioned so accessing them feels natural. You don't need to redesign or replace cherished items. It's about noticing repeated movements and arranging things to preserve comfort and independence. When your most used items are consistently within reach, your day moves smoothly. There's no pause, no frustration, no subtle strain. Tasks that required bending or stretching now happen as part of a seamless rhythm, making moments feel lighter and more controlled, and allowing you to approach daily routines with a quiet sense of mastery and ease. This adjustment impacts your mind as well. Knowing the tools you rely on are accessible brings quiet reassurance. It's a subtle order that doesn't constrain your day, it supports it. You move confidently, energy preserved, attention free for what you enjoy most. Independence is strengthened because your environment cooperates with you. That cooperation is subtle yet profoundly satisfying, signaling that your home works with you, not against you. Each small change reinforces the message that your space honors your pace and respects your abilities, giving a gentle boost to both your comfort and your self-assurance. Start by observing your most used items during a typical day. Note what requires a stretch, bend, or step. Then make small changes. Move a frequently used cup to a lower counter, store the kettle at waist level, or keep a favorite book on a seated eye-level shelf. These small gestures reduce friction and make routines feel effortless. Repetitive movements that once drained energy are now smooth, leaving body and mind lighter and calmer. Each minor adjustment adds up, creating a home that truly supports your comfort and freedom, while enhancing the sense of order and peace throughout your daily life. Reflect for a moment. Which everyday items would you love to have right at hand? Imagine mornings where everything you need is within easy reach. These small, intentional adjustments preserve energy, reinforce independence, and let routines unfold with calm, confidence, and dignity. Over time, they quietly transform your home into a space that moves with you, making daily life not only easier but gently joyful, freeing up moments to savor what matters most, from quiet cups of tea to reading, crafting, or simply enjoying the warmth of your surroundings. Tip 3. Lightly curate emotional keepsakes. How much do we hold on to, not because we need it, but because it carries a story? Our homes become living timelines, filled with objects that mark birthdays, anniversaries, vacations, and everyday moments that once felt ordinary but now feel precious. Gail opens the spare room door and sees decades of memorabilia stacked on shelves and tucked into corners. Each item sparks a memory, a school report, a wedding photo, a ticket stub from a favorite concert, but together they create a quiet weight. The room feels full of life, yet subtly heavy, as if the past is pressing into the present. This is a feeling many of us recognize. The tension between holding on to memories and wanting to move freely through our days. It's important to recognize that keeping memories isn't the problem. The challenge comes when the volume of objects makes moving through your home, or noticing and appreciating your memories, more tiring than it needs to be. We tend to keep things because they represent chapters of our story, but the story can survive without every object on display. Gail realizes that she doesn't need 10 boxes of old postcards to remember the trips she loved. A few meaningful items will carry the essence of those experiences. The stacks of programs, notes, and mementos from decades of hobbies or community involvement can be distilled into single, representative pieces. It's not about discarding memories, it's about curating them thoughtfully so the environment feels lighter, calmer, and more inviting. One approach is to think in clusters of memories. Each cluster, school years, weddings, travel, hobbies, can be represented by a single item that encapsulates the feeling of that time. Perhaps a photograph, a small trinket, or a journal entry captures the essence. When you select one item from each cluster, you honor the story and keep the emotional connection alive, without letting the sheer number of objects crowd your space or mental energy. Gail discovers that even moving a few things out of sight creates surprising freedom. Walking into the room feels easier. Her mind is not constantly navigating around stacks and boxes. She still remembers every moment, but the weight of everything is lifted. Curating keepsakes also opens the door to reflection. Each time you select an item, you pause and revisit a story. The process becomes an intimate conversation with your past, an opportunity to recall details, feelings, and lessons without being overwhelmed by objects. You might hold a wedding photo and remember the laughter, the music, and the people who shared that day, or pick up a handcrafted piece from a long-ago hobby that brings back pride and creativity. These moments of reflection are richer because they are focused, intentional, and free from the distraction of excess. Your memories feel vivid, yet your environment feels spacious, allowing both heart and mind to rest in the present. Take a moment to reflect. If you could pick one item per memory cluster, which would it be? How would that choice make your space feel lighter, your mind calmer, and your daily movements easier? By gently curating emotional keepsakes, you create a home that honors your history while giving you room to live fully in the present. You preserve the stories that matter most, without being weighed down by the sheer volume of things that only remind you of the past. Over time, this practice transforms your environment into one of calm, clarity, and quiet joy. A place where memories are cherished, independence is maintained, and moving through your home becomes lighter, freer, and deeply satisfying. Tip 4. Create gentle, supportive spaces. Sometimes comfort is hidden in the smallest details of your day. It isn't about redesigning your entire home or filling it with new gadgets. Often, the difference between a day that feels heavy and one that feels calm comes from tiny, thoughtful adjustments in the spaces you interact with most. Gail notices her bedside area, where she starts and ends each day, could be softer and easier to use. A simple bedside caddy for her book, glasses, and water bottle, or a few well-placed cushions on her chair, can make a surprisingly large impact on her comfort. Small touches like these reduce friction in daily routines, allowing each movement to feel intentional and effortless, instead of awkward or tiring. It's not about convenience for its own sake. It's about creating environments that support your rhythm, honor your pace, and make daily living feel calm and dignified. Even tiny changes, like repositioning a lamp or adding a soft throw, can subtly shift the energy of a room and create a quiet sense of welcome and ease. Supportive spaces are everywhere, if we take the time to notice them. Gail observes that her bathroom, once purely functional, could benefit from simple changes. A soft bath mat to cushion her feet, a non-slip mat for security, and items she uses frequently placed at easy reach. These adjustments don't call attention to age or ability. They simply remove the tiny struggles that can slowly wear on energy and mood. Every day, the small challenges of reaching, bending, or balancing add up, and when those challenges are softened, daily life feels lighter. A home that accommodates movement without friction feels nurturing rather than restrictive. Even living areas, where we spend time reading, relaxing, or enjoying a cup of tea, benefit from gentle attention. Gail realizes that adding a cushion to her favorite chair or a soft throw over the armrest doesn't change the chair, it changes how she experiences it. A cozy corner invites her to linger, rather than rush through the space, fostering calm, restorative moments. Similarly, a small tray for essentials, remote, book, glasses, keeps everything within reach, so she doesn't have to rise or stretch unnecessarily. It's a subtle reminder that small adjustments can create significant comfort without altering the essence of her home. Over time, these tiny details accumulate, and the home gradually feels more responsive, more supportive, and more like a true sanctuary. Take a moment to notice your surroundings. Which corner of your home could feel a little softer, easier, or more supportive? Could a cushion, tray, or gentle adjustment make a difference in how you move, sit, or interact with your space? These small, intentional touches create pockets of calm and ease that ripple through every routine, every moment, and every room. Over time, they transform your home into a nurturing environment that honors your independence, supports your daily life, and allows comfort and calm to be an effortless part of every day, inviting a sense of quiet joy and well-being throughout every space. Tip 5. Invite light and atmosphere. Have you ever realized your home's light can change how you feel without moving a thing? It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but the right glow, the soft warmth of natural sunlight, or a thoughtfully placed lamp can shift the entire mood of a room. Gail flips on her favorite lamp and notices how the gentle illumination lifts the space, highlighting textures and corners she hadn't appreciated before. The morning sun streams in through the window, casting a warm, inviting glow across the room. These details do more than brighten a space. They touch emotions, awaken comfort, and subtly influence energy. Lighting and atmosphere quietly shape how we move, feel, and interact in our homes. A well-lit corner invites lingering, a softer glow promotes relaxation, and subtle contrasts of shadow and warmth create a rhythm that supports calm routines. Gail realizes that she has overlooked the impact of natural and artificial light in her daily experience. Small changes, like adjusting curtains to let in morning sunlight, repositioning lamps to soften shadows, or using warmer bulbs in areas where she reads or relaxes, create clarity and comfort. Thoughtful attention to textures and colors, soft throws, rugs, cushions, or wooden surfaces catching the sun, enhances the sensory experience of her home, making it feel more harmonious and welcoming. These details don't require redesigning or replacing furniture. They simply help the space respond to her needs and moods. By curating light and atmosphere intentionally, Gail discovers that she can create spaces that feel lively, cozy, or calm, depending on the moment. The effect of atmosphere extends beyond comfort. It subtly supports independence and emotional ease. A well-lit pathway reduces hesitation when moving through a room, while warm light in living and sitting areas encourages relaxation and presence. The right balance of brightness and softness lets Gail enjoy her routines without strain or distraction, whether she's preparing tea, reading a book, or sitting quietly by the window. Each adjustment, no matter how small, contributes to a sense of order and mindfulness, creating an environment that feels aligned with her pace and energy. Atmosphere isn't about perfection. It's about nurturing an intuitive sense of ease that allows her home to feel alive and responsive, not overwhelming. Consider the ways light interacts with your surroundings, the angle of the sun, shadows cast by furniture, or the glow of a lamp in the evening. Soft layers of lighting and complementary textures create spaces that feel safe, welcoming, and emotionally resonant. Gail experiments with small changes, tucking a lightweight curtain to let in more daylight, adding a soft rug near her favorite chair, or turning on a lamp with warm light instead of harsh overhead bulbs. These adjustments transform the feeling of a room instantly, without altering the home structure or the memories it holds. A space that feels inviting encourages movement, leisure, and presence, fostering a sense of calm that becomes part of every daily interaction. Reflect for a moment. Does your home feel inviting from the moment you step inside? Could a touch of light, a gentle shadow, or a cozy texture make your surroundings feel more alive, warm, and welcoming? By paying attention to light, texture, and atmosphere, you can create environments that enhance clarity, calm, and joy in everyday life. Over time, these small adjustments accumulate, crafting a home that feels responsive, nurturing, and attuned to your rhythm. Where movement is easier, spaces feel brighter, and every corner supports a sense of calm, independence, and emotional well-being. Gail moves through her living room with a quiet sense of ease she hasn't noticed in years. The small adjustments she made, shifting a chair slightly, adding a cushion here, placing her favorite items within easy reach, create a rhythm that feels natural, effortless, and supportive. As she pours her morning tea and settles into her favorite spot by the window, she observes the sunlight softly illuminating familiar corners. The room no longer feels heavy or crowded. Instead, it welcomes her, allowing her to pause, reflect, and enjoy moments fully. Each deliberate change, no matter how small, has accumulated into a profound sense of calm, subtly transforming daily routines into gentle, enjoyable rituals. She notices how light filters across surfaces, how pathways feel clear and accessible, and how her keepsakes, thoughtfully curated, carry meaning without overwhelming. The home feels alive in a new way, responsive, comforting, and aligned with her pace. Gail realizes that independence isn't diminished with age. It's enhanced when her environment supports her movements, her comfort, and her choices. The quiet effort of creating a home that flows with her needs rather than against them brings unexpected joy. Simple shifts in furniture, thoughtful placement of essentials, and attention to atmosphere have turned ordinary actions, walking, sitting, reaching, reading, into experiences that are smoother, more intentional, and more satisfying. There's a profound difference between moving through a home that simply exists and one that actively supports ease and well-being. Gail feels capable, confident, and deeply at peace in her space. Even small decisions, choosing which keepsakes to display, placing a cushion for comfort, adjusting a lamp's glow, have created a home that mirrors her rhythm and personality. Each morning brings a subtle but noticeable lightness. Her movements are less constrained, her routines less burdensome, and her environment gently encourages presence and reflection. The simple act of attending to her space has become a form of self-respect, a quiet celebration of the life she has lived and the life she continues to shape. This transformation is not about drastic overhauls or perfection. It is about thoughtful, meaningful choices that honor both the past and the present. Gail's home has become a sanctuary where memories coexist with functionality, where comfort and independence are intertwined, and where every item, path, and texture serves a purpose that enhances daily life. She finds herself pausing to enjoy simple pleasures, a favorite cup of tea, the warmth of the sun on her skin, the gentle touch of a cushion, moments that feel intentional rather than rushed or complicated. Life at home now feels calm, capable, and fully her own, not diminished by age but enhanced by awareness, care, and quiet design. Reflect for a moment. Which small change could bring you more ease tomorrow? Perhaps it's shifting a chair to create a smoother path, placing a frequently used item within reach, softening a corner with a cushion, or letting sunlight fill a room. Even the tiniest adjustment can ripple through your day, creating a sense of calm, clarity, and comfort. Sharing your experiences can also inspire others. Your insight might help another senior notice possibilities for ease and independence in their own home. If these ideas spark something for you, share your thoughts in the comments. Your reflections can help others feel seen, supported, and encouraged to make their own spaces more comfortable. Like, subscribe, and join a community of thoughtful living, where each member values independence, dignity, and calm. Thank you for spending this quiet time with us, exploring ways to make daily life lighter, more comfortable, and fully yours. May your home continue to be a place of ease, warmth, and gentle joy, supporting each moment of your life with intention and care.